Here are news stories making the rounds at this hour. Oboref Wori, Yusuf Nwifuri, Zulum Mutfwang, others win governorship elections. International observers laud INEC, Nigerians on polls. Protest erupts as INEC holds election results in Adamawa, Abia, Enugu. PDP national chairman alleges rigging in Kaduna, Zamfara and Kebbi. An Adamawa governorship poll inconclusive, INEC declares. With the exclusion of Adamawa and Zamfara governors, 9 of the 11 governors seeking re-election have had their mandates renewed, according to result released by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. The results of the governorship election in Adamawa and Zamfara states are still being awaited. The 9 successful governors are Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos, Babangana Zulu of Borno, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara, Dakpo Abiodun Ogun, Sheyi Makinde of Oyo, Bala Mohammed of Bauchi, Inua Yahaya of Gombe, Babagana Zulum and Abdullah Sule of Nasarawa. Apart from Makinde and Bala Mohammed, who are of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the other 7 belong to the All Progressives Congress, APC. A host of the 17 second-term governors could not deliver their anointed successors. Those who could not deliver their parties in the governorship election include Samuel Ortom of Benue, Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto, Simon Lalong of Plateau, and Umar Ganduje of Kano. Conversely, outgoing governors who delivered include Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta, Dave Umahi of Ebonyi, Ben Ayade of Cross River, Nasser El-Rufai of Kaduna, and Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom. Of the 22 states declared so far, APC won 15, PDP 6, and NNPP 1. Siminia Lai Fobura of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has been declared the winner of the Rivers State governorship election. State Returning Officer Professor Akpofure Rimikpuruke announced the result late Monday night at the end of the 2 days collation at the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, head office in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. The PDP candidate polled 302,614 votes to defeat his closest rival, Tony Cole of the All Progressives Congress, APC, who scored 95,274 votes, while the Social Democratic Party, SDP candidate Senator Magnus Abe and Labour Party LPs Beatrice Utubo came a distant third and fourth with 46,981 and 22,224 votes, respectively. Candidate of PDP in Delta State, Chief Sheriff Oboref Wori, who was yesterday declared winner of the March 18 governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, after polling 360,234 votes to beat his main challenger, Senator Ovi Omo Agege of the APC, who scored 240,229 votes. In Sokoto State, the bid of Governor Tambuwal, who the PDP Presidential Campaign Director General, to produce Saidu Umar Ubandoma as his successor did now sail through. Ubandoma of the PDP polled 404,632 votes to lose the election to APC's Ahmed Aliyu, who got 453,661 votes. Dr. Ibrahim Liman Sefua of the African Democratic Party, ADP, came a distant third with 1,429 votes. Foreign observers under the aegis of the International Police Chaplain Sustainable Development and Law Enforcement have said the March 18th governorship and House of Assembly elections, especially in Lagos State, were peacefully conducted. IPCSL mission said it deployed 182 observers from 13 countries, including the US, Denmark, Pakistan, Cameroon, Togo, Ghana, and Niger Republic, to 2,117 polling units across Nigeria during the elections. They commended the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, domestic and foreign observers, civil society organizations, political parties, and other stakeholders for the spirit of democracy and patriotism they displayed during the elections. The commendation was given by the head of the organization in Nigeria, Johannes Makovia, at a press conference in Lagos on Monday. The IPCSL mission reminds all sons and daughters of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that they remain the main actors in the development of their country and therefore have an imperative to be natives of peace in all the states of their nation. He, however, condemned the tribal sentiments and violence recorded in parts of Lagos, just as he called for peaceful coexistence among all Nigerians. He urged those aggrieved by the results of the elections to seek redress in court instead of fomenting trouble in form of protests. Now, following the dissatisfaction of some electorate in the management of governorship and state assembly elections, protests rocked some states yesterday against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Angry voters objected to the delayed tactics of the electoral body in releasing the results and the alleged discrepancies in the election results signed by party agents against what was uploaded at INEC portal. As post-election crisis was gathering momentum, the European Union Election Observation Mission to Nigeria's 2023 general elections declared that owing to lack of transparency and operational failures, Nigerians have lost confidence and trust in INEC. Yesterday, speaking at a media briefing in Abuja to present the mission's second preliminary reports, the chief observer, Barry Andrews, noted that although Nigerians have great appetite for democracy and were keen to engage in various civic activities, their expectations were dashed. According to him, the apathy recorded at the governorship and state House of Assembly elections conducted last Saturday was a clear consequence of failures by political elites and, unfortunately, INEC. The mission also observed that voting started early with INEC ad hoc officials present and ready to serve voters, but the exercise was unfortunately disrupted by multiple incidents of thuggery and intimidations of voters, polling officials, observers, and journalists. The mission noted that Lagos, Kano, and other states in the southern, northern, and central parts of the country were mostly affected, adding that the election was equally characterized by casualties, fatalities, as well as vote buying, which, according to the observers, further detracted from an appropriate conduct of elections. The commission, however, declared the governorship election in Kebbi, Enugu, Abia, and Adamawa states inconclusive as hoodlums attacked collation centers in Abia and Yola. Dr. Iyorchia Ayu, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has alleged plots to manipulate results of Saturday's governorship election in Kaduna, Zamfara, Kebbi, and other states. Yesterday in Abuja, Ayu accused the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and security agencies of collusion in the alleged plot. The party chairman faulted election results that INEC had declared in some states, except in states where the PDP won. Warning the electoral umpire to not cause anarchy, Ayu accused security agencies of colluding with INEC to manipulate results of the elections. According to him, going by the results that were directly obtained by the PDP and independent observers from polling units, the PDP recorded sweeping victories in most of the states where the elections were held. PDP candidate Governor Ahmadu Umaru Fintiri and give undeserving victory to the candidates of the APC. The PDP national chairman listed Nasarawa, Kaduna, Kebbi, and Sokoto, among others, as states where security agents were allegedly used to give electoral victories for APC. Ayu urged INEC to announce what he called the already known winner of the Adamawa governorship election, adding that anything to the contrary will never be accepted. And still on the news, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared the Adamawa State governorship election inconclusive. The candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the state, Senator Aishatu Dahiru, popularly known as Binani, scored 390,275, while the incumbent governor, Ahmadu Fintiri, the People's Democratic Party, PDP candidate, polled 421,524. However, INEC declared the election inconclusive due to the margin of votes. Recall that the returning officer, Professor Mohammed Mele of the University of Maiduguri, Borno State, had earlier rejected the manual result sheet from the Fufwari local government area of the state. While the All Progressives Congress, APC, scored 26,329 and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, polled 21,721 in the result sheet, the INEC's result viewing portal, IREV, showed that the APC got 24,777 votes and the PDP 20,777. But the coalition officials rejected the result as declared by the local government returning officer and accepted that of the IREV as authentic one. They say the results are declared by the Fufwari local government area returning officer did not tally with that on the IREF portal. They are now collating the final results for the announcement of the winner. With this result, the APC candidate, Aisha Binani, has 8 local government areas, while Governor Umaru Fintiri has won 13 local government areas from the 21 in the state. The APC agents complained about the results and were advised to follow appropriate channel for their grievances. On more stories, Soludo dismissed 3.5 billion naira vote buying allegation. Anambra Governor Chukwuma Soludo has dismissed the allegation that his government spent 3.5 billion naira to win the assembly election as satanic. He described the group International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law as non-existent and serial blackmailers. Soludo spoke Monday through his press secretary, Chris Abureme, in a statement in Awka. He said the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA earned popularity in the state and didn't require any form of inducement to win any election in Anambra State. The attention of the government of Anambra State has been drawn to a false publication being peddled in some sections of the media bordering on the above headline. The satanic reports alleging that Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo-led administration spent a whopping 3.5 billion naira to execute the State House of Assembly election is not only untrue, but highly despicable and illogical. Sanwo-Olu okay's 20% salary increase for state workers. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has approved a 20% increase in the salaries of civil servants in the state. State Head of Service HOS Hakim Muri Okunola conveyed this in a circular dated Monday, March 20th. The HOS said that the increment affects those in the mainstream public service, local government areas and local council development areas, as well as the State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB. He said the new salary structure takes effect from January 1st, 2023, and explained that the arrears for the month of January will be paid along with salaries for the month of March 2023, while the arrears for the month of February 2023 will be paid together with the salaries of April 2023. Recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, declared Sanwo-Olu as the winner of the governorship election held on Saturday, March 18th in Lagos. Now, JAMB recommences direct entry registration. The Joint Administration and Matriculation Board on Monday announced that it had resumed the 2023 direct entry registration nationwide. Ishak Oloyede, the registrar of JAMB professor, who made this known at a press briefing on Monday in Abuja, said that the DE registration will come to a close on April 28, 2023. While lamenting the high level of forgery of A-level certificate used for the registration, Oloyede said the board had introduced new guidelines to check such acts. He said you will recall that the board commenced the 2023 direct entry registration on Monday, 20th February 2023, but had to immediately suspend it following the discovery of the plethora of devices and mechanizations to circumvent and compromise the standard of A-level qualifications required from DE candidates. Speaking further, Oloyede said the board will only accept 13 qualifications stroke certificates from the 2023 direct entry registration, which include first degree, university diploma, higher national diploma, ordinary national diploma, stroke national diploma, and Nigeria certificates in education. Others are interim joint matriculation board A-level, joint universities preliminary examination board A-level. NAPTEP Advanced National Business Certificate, NAPTEP Advanced National Technical Certificate, NAPTEP GCE A-Level 2015 to 2021, Higher Islamic Studies Certificate by NBAIS, International Baccalaureate, and the National Registered Nurse stroke National Registered Midwife. He, however, said that the 127 candidates who had earlier registered for the 2023 DE before the exercise was suspended will be requested to return to the registration centers and update their application. The JAMB boss also revealed that the data bank put in place to address challenges associated with A-level qualifications. UNICEF says 78 million children in Nigeria risk water-related threats. The United Nations Children's Fund has said that 78 million Nigerian children are at the highest risk from a convergence of 3 water-related threats. This was made known in a press statement by UNICEF Nigeria Chief of Water, Sanitation and Hygiene, Dr. Jane Bevan, on Monday. The statement released ahead of the UN 2023 Water Conference in New York from March 22nd to 24th, 2023, co-hosted by Tajikistan and the Netherlands, called for urgent action to address the water crisis in Nigeria. The UN 2023 Water Conference, formerly known as the 2023 Conference for the Midterm Comprehensive Review of Implementation of the United Nations Decade for Action on Water and Sanitation 2018 to 2028, will result in a summary of proceedings from the United Nations General Assembly President Kasaba Korosi that will feed into the 2023 session of the UN High-Level Political Forum on Sustainable Development. 78 million children in Nigeria are at the highest risk from a convergence of three water-related threats: inadequate water, sanitation and hygiene-related diseases and climate hazards, according to a new UNICEF analysis. If we continue at the current pace, it will take 16 years to achieve access to safe water for all in Nigeria. We cannot wait that long, and the time to move quickly is now. Investing in climate resilience, water, sanitation and hygiene services is not only a matter of protecting children's health today, but also ensuring sustainable future for generations to come, according to UNICEF. And finally, Nigeria-Japan trade reaches $10 billion. The Nigeria and Japan trade volume stands at $10 billion annually, with the expectations the trade volume will rise as both countries progress and concentrate on building stronger partnership. Japanese Ambassador Matsunaga Kosuyoshi stated this during a visit to Saratu Umar, Executive Secretary, Nigeria Investment Promotion Commission, NIPC, in Abuja, stating that Nigeria has been a strategic business partner of Japan. Umar reiterated the federal government's commitment to ensuring deeper business partnership with the Japanese government on the investment drive of both countries. The ES noted the federal government, through the Investment Promotion Master Plan, intends to attract more investments to the country from various countries of the world. These countries, she said, include Japan, where more Japanese companies like Mitsubishi, which was in delegation, will be attracted to assemble and manufacture their vehicles in Nigeria as ways to conserve foreign exchange and generate foreign exchange through export of their products. A recap of major stories say Oborevwori Wori, Yusuf Nwifuru, Zulum Mutfwang, others win governorship elections. International observers laud INEC, Nigerians on polls. Protest erupts as INEC holds election results in Adamawa, Abia, Enugu. PDP national chairman alleges rigging in Kaduna, Zamfara and Kebbi. And Adamawa governorship poll inconclusive, INEC declares. Thanks for watching. I am Lois Turaki.